Mark Dawson. I need you to answer some questions.
What's in it for me?
How about compensation for your family?
Like what?
How about a new living space in city center? Heck, I might even throw in a considerable salary for your family so they never have to work again. Mark, do you seriously want to let your family rot in the South slums as gang wars and famine wreak havoc across the land? So, that's it, huh? The great Mark Dawson, rival of George Thompson, now he's too afraid to answer a few questions.
George Thompson. What do you want to know about him?
I just want to know how he was able to best you.
George Thompson never bested anyone, especially me.
Is that so? Because, tell me this, Mark. How did you end up here?
I don't know.
But I do, Mark.
How do you know?
All in good time. But to find the answers you're looking for, you need to answer me first.
What do you want to know?
All I want to know is what you remember about the community. Now, Mark, what I told you back at your cell, well, it isn't completely true.
What do you mean?
You see, I really don't care about what you remember about the community. I only care about what George Thompson remembers.
Good luck asking a corpse.
Well, you see, that's the great thing about all this. I don't need George Thompson. I only need you.
What?
Now, hand me your arm. It'll burn for a couple of minutes, but I'll go away soon enough.
What if I say no?
You see, you don't really have that luxury anymore.
What you...
Hey! All right, shall we begin?
What's happening?
Don't worry, the implant shall be finished soon enough. What did you see?
I saw George, but he...
Good. All right. Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we? All right. Just take a breath. Close your eyes, and tell me what you see.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Hey, Mom. What are you doing up so early?
George, don't you remember? It's the allotment ceremony.
Would you like something for breakfast?
No, thanks, Mom. I'm just gonna grab something quick, you know.
Listen, I know you're nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous about.
I know. It's just that it feels like it just comes every single year, just sooner and sooner. The stories I've heard, they don't exactly help either, and I just wish Dad was here to help me.
Don't worry about that. If you get chosen for the ceremony, if they choose you, you have potential. Your dad will be so proud.
I guess.
I love you. Remember that.
I love you too, Mom. Bye, Mom. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. And after he left the house?
He went to the train station.
All right, good. Well, let's move on. What do you see now?
I see some center, the ACLC.
The Advancement of Community Life Center, yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Now, all right. How about now?
We're standing in lines, like to our age group, maybe.
Yes. Anything stand out?
The silence.
George Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Lean down. Take a seat. Go!
Black dots have been selected to train for the community.
That's not right.
What's not right?
The announcer lady, she didn't start there.
What do you mean?
I mean, it doesn't feel right.
That's probably just MF.
M what?
MF, memory fragmentation. You see, the further back the memory, sometimes the worse the fragmentation gets. The memory gets distorted or broken. You understand?
Oh.
What do you remember happening?
I remember she was talking about the ACLC, about how it was a training center for the slum teams to see who could be worthy of joining the community.
Yes, a rehabilitation program, yes. Anything else?
We got these envelopes with a black dot.
Why, hello there, my young potential trainees, and welcome to the Advancement for Community Life Center. As you know, our wonderful government has generously allowed you to be selected and possibly trained to be a part of the capital known as the community. The envelope you hold contains a small piece of paper that either has a black dot, a gray dot. Black dots have been selected to train for the community. Gray dots have sadly been selected to go back home and carry out their daily duties, though maybe next year they'll have better luck. If you have no dot, then you have a special surprise waiting on you. So, go ahead, open your envelopes. Well, it seems that most of you have had plenty of time to open your envelopes. I will now read to you those special people that have been chosen to be trained for the community. Peter Douglas. Jonathan West. Mark Dawson. Frank Dawson. Margaret Jenkins. Beth Thornton. Sydney Hayes. Hannah Jones. And George Thompson.
George Thompson,
Yes, sir.
arm please. Little stick. 3, 2, 1. Hold this in place, please.
Sir.
Next.
So, George has been chosen. How does he feel?
Scared, nervous, unsure.
What about you?
Confident. I figured it'd be the easiest 6 months of my life. I mean, I had my brother Frank with me, so.
What about his friends?
Oh yeah, there was that Sid girl and Jonathan, real Three Musketeers. If they were always in the library, if we weren't training or eating, that's right where they'd be.
Well, how about we see what those sessions were?
Some library they got here. You'd think the world's biggest government would care just a bit more about knowledge.
Agreed. At least it gives us a spot to think freely amongst ourselves, even if we're only given an hour. Since her family were regulars to us, Sid and I have known each other since we were little.
I live close to this city. Jonathan's family had to be a blessing to us. It seemed like everything we had was stolen from us.
And the community wasn't there to stop it?
The community never even tried to stop it. These two rival gangs, the Wolves and the Snakes, caused the most trouble. The Snakes originated in the city. From what my family told me, they began as rooting around in crime as nothing but street thugs at first. Eventually, they got their hands on some serious weaponry and became something of a group of warlords.
The Wolves were nothing but thieves. They traveled in packs and they looted people's houses. They started off in the west, near poor farmlands, but eventually they make their way into the city. As soon as they collide with the Snakes,
I'm guessing that when a gang of thieves and a group of warlords bumps into one another, it doesn't bode very well, does it?
by count in the hundreds.
Thousands, actually. Hopefully we can get into the community and get our families out of that mess. Let the gangs kill themselves.
That sounds awful. I can't say that my home life was quite as crimson as you and Sid's was. I grew up in the north. Think of it as a nicer version of a shantytown.
Time's up. Report back to your rooms immediately.
Tell me about George.
What do you mean?
Tell me why you hated him.
I wouldn't put it that way. I didn't hate him.
Okay, then strongly disliked.
I don't know, maybe, but it felt like it, okay? I was young, ignorant, wrapped up in my own problems. I would stop at nothing to get into the community, alright?
Even murder.
Hey, listen, you and your officials aren't the ones to be talking about blood on your hands.
Maybe you're right, but we're not focused on me, are we? Now, Mark, can you just tell me about a time when you just really started hating George?
I didn't hate him.
Strongly disliked.
I don't know, the mess hall.
Ah, what happened there?
George trying to be the hero again.
Well, how about we revisit that day? Let's see if that's how he saw it.
Oh my... Little rat, look what you did to me! I'm sorry! Hey. What do you think you're doing?
There's no reason to get upset, Mark.
I suppose you're here to be the hero, huh?
You see now? You are a threat, and George went to stop it.
What is this, huh? You trying to make me feel some kind of remorse or something? I thought we were here for George's memories, not mine. So cut with the mystic bull, and let's get this done.
Duly noted. Now, month 3. What does he remember?
Well, those library visits started to become a regular thing, and...
What's bothering you?
It's nothing. It's nothing. Ugh. Where were we?
Month 3.
Month 3. The month of fighting. The month of Frank's death. The month of George.
George what?
Never mind. Let's just start the memory.
Welcome, one and all trainees, to your final test of the month, hand-to-hand combat with another trainee. The rules are: no outside help, no armor, and do not cease combat until instructed to do so. When I call your name, come up to the stage. When I say start, start. George Thompson.
Mark Dawson.
Crush your head, Thompson.
Mark Dawson, might I remind you of the rules?
Sorry, sir.
Start!
Congratulations, George Thompson.
So, after he knocked you out...
Hey, listen, he got lucky.
Never said he didn't. Now, how long did these fights go on for exactly?
A week or so. We spent the whole month training. We got to fight one another. The fights went smooth. Until that one girl Sid fought.
Ah, yes. Her. Ah, this should be interesting.
Hey, listen, pal. I don't want to talk about Sid again.
What?
I don't want to see her run off crying again.
But Mark, don't you want to know what happened after? Come on. I'm listening.
Sid, what's wrong? Tell me, please.
Jonathan.
What's wrong? Please, tell me.
Jonathan, just leave.
Just trying to help.
Hey. Sid, you alright?
Alright? Are you kidding me? I just figured out I killed someone. I just had a personal experience with someone dying. And, well, it was just too traumatizing to see it again. I imagined them as my parents who were murdered in front of me.
Listen, I know how you feel. I saw my father die. We lived in a bad town, to say the least. It's just... it's always stuck in me that people die all the time.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Let's go find Jonathan.
Yeah, let's go find him.
Now, your brother Frank.
No.
Listen, as unfortunate as the accident was, this information is very valuable.
It wasn't an accident. Rob knew what he was doing.
Rob had no control in Jonathan's anger.
Jonathan was mind-controlled or something.
Mind controlled.
I don't know, but that was not Jonathan.
Okay, well, how about we take a closer look then?
Frank Dawson. Jonathan West. Start.
No, I'm not fighting.
Jonathan, fight.
Do what you want. I'm not fighting it.
So be it.
What are you doing, Jonathan? No. Stop it.
I'm done with this crap.
Sit down.
No, I'm done. I'm done with all this.
Mr. Dawson, sit down. Do you want to see your family again?
Please, just let me contact them.
Not at this time.
Please, just let me talk to them. Let me hear their voice.
After the session, everything will be provided for you and your family.
I said, let me contact them. Please, just what? Hey.
We're almost finished, so please be patient. All right. What happened next?
Considering we're part of the community, we should know a little bit about them. Well, according to this, before the community was established, the world was a sort of barren wasteland.
Mom, I love you.
I love you too. Needless to say, crime was inevitable. Gangs took each section of land as their own.
The memories seem to be destabilizing.
What does that mean?
Loss of control, random flashes, increased MF. Let me go get another dosage for you. Guards.
All right, Jason. See what you're really up to. There's gotta be a way to contact them. No, this can't be right. No, this can't be right.
Funny meeting you here.
Now, Mark, after much deliberation, we have finally decided to let you stay as being our translator. Now, you're very lucky, you gotta understand, because Rob did not share the same amount of mercy as I did.
You lied. They're dead.
Ah, yes, I'm about that. Well, we couldn't have that information leak too soon now. And oh, about that information you found, well, we've come up with a suitable punishment for you.
All right, shall we resume? So, month 5, that was the maze simulations, correct?
Yeah, the maze. That's not even at all what they were.
Well, they were a puzzle designed for the subject to have to face their own fear and discover a way out of their own subconscious. Therefore, a maze.
Sure.
How about we see what George Thompson had to face?
It's very brief and simple. You're about to take a test of sorts.
I'm sorry, I wasn't given any material to study.
No, George, it's much simpler than that. Here,
What,
drink this.
what is this for?
Did I say ask questions? Drink it.
Sword? Why would they give me a sword of all things? Hello? Is anyone in here? Sid! Sid, are you okay? We need to get you out of here. That's bleeding really badly. We'll get you to the infirmary and we can...
I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry for? Sid, what are you talking about? There's no reason to apologize or anything. We need to get you...
I'm sorry you're an idiot.
Sid, what are you... Ah!
What happened?
Severe fragmentation, it seems. All right, we better start wrapping this up if we want to gather all the information. So is it true that in the weeks leading up to your final challenge, you made a deal with Rob?
Listen.
Hey, the past is the past. I hold nothing against you. But what kind of deal was this?
Mr. Dawson, I trust you received our message.
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, well, we have to have a discussion about an associate of yours, George Thompson.
I'm sure he's an associate of mine.
Right, and because of that, we felt the need to ask you a favor.
What would that be?
We feel as though Mr. Thompson has been asserting himself into matters he need not be, and to sustain us from any sort of blame, we need you to deal with it.
You want me to kill him?
If that's what needs to happen, so be it. Our next event, your final challenge, will provide you with the optimal guise to anyone who may suspect otherwise. Make it happen, Mr. Dawson.
What kind of benefits do I get, huh?
You and your family will receive a fortune from the community and any needs that come along with it. We just need you to deal with one simple problem.
All right, I'll do it.
I assure you, Mr. Dawson, this will be one opportunity you won't regret taking.
Listen, I was just trying to look out for
yourself. That's a respectable move, trying to cement your victory.
Can we just get back to George?
Very well. With the final challenge, what do you remember?
Just confusion. I woke up not knowing where I was.
Huh? Oh no, not this again. What the heck? What am I even doing out here? these. What do they expect me to even do with these? Guess I could work with it. What was that?
George?
Sid? Why did you attack me?
How was I supposed to know you weren't a clone or fake or something?
Right, because the community would really give their clones, these, fight with.
Keep talking like that and I'll forget you're not an imposter.
Right. Have you seen Jonathan?
No, I figured he'd be with you, like they would put the guys together or something. Jonathan, are you alright?
I'm fine, it's just some guys were chasing me earlier. I managed to get away, but they cut my ankle. Can't really walk that well now.
Listen, that wound looks really bad. We need to get out of here.
It's getting dark soon. I know a good place to camp out.
After George, they set up the little campsite.
This fire can't be a good idea. We're just a giant beacon for other members. For all we know, they could be pinned behind some tree just waiting to ambush us.
Jonathan, really, it's fine. Me and Sid, we spent the last 3 hours scouting. If there's anybody around here, they're not coming here.
It's better than sitting in the cold anyways. How they even thought this slaughterhouse of a competition was humane is beyond me.
It won't be too much longer, though. There's only a few of us left, and it seems we have strength in numbers.
For the time being.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure if you'd take a moment to think about this, but given how the community treats its subjects, it'll only be a matter of time.
Matter of time until what?
Until we have to kill each other.
It's not gonna come to that, John.
Cut the crap, George. We know how this is gonna go. It'll be the three of us in the end. The community will give the order, and you'll follow it. As far as they're concerned, I'm dead weight.
You can't be serious. George, tell...
He's right. Given the odds, the clear denial of authority and its chances of survival will most likely happen. It'll be three of us alone, and it'll be two of us walking out. However, there's one factor that stands in the way. So you see, they can order us to do whatever, but in the end, it's up to the three of us to decide. So I say that we make a pact, a promise, that when the time comes, it'll be the three of us walking out of here instead.
What happens after this then?
What do you mean?
When it's all over and we've all gone our separate ways.
You know, throughout all of this, I really haven't thought about that.
I'll probably find myself a nice house.
I want to be my own person. I want to be with friends and people I actually care about. I just want to learn.
Learn what?
What the world was like before they were around.
So, what happened to Sid?
What do you mean?
Did she not go missing that morning?
Well, she went out in the woods looking for food, I guess, and I had to lure George out somehow.
Of course.
Sid. Sid, hey. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, might as well go look for her.
Mark! Let her go.
I said, let her go, Mark. What are you waiting for? Finish it!
George, come on, get up. We have to go.
I don't have... Oh, yeah. I don't have a weapon. We won't last long without one.
Jonathan's sword.
I heard them talking about escaping the arena, getting rid of their chips, crazy stuff. Thompson? Thompson! You didn't even get so far without me completing my job first, did you?
What job?
I've been ordered to kill you.
Get out of here!
Where's George?
You don't have to worry about your friend anymore.
You're a liar!
And I died, and woke up in that cell after, of course.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dawson. Your information was truly valuable.
Wait, what about my compensation?
Well, yes, your compensation. I'm afraid things have changed.
Where do we go? Are we all blinded by fear? How do we know? How do we know?